Dog licking is not love. It is a behavior shaped by instinct chemistry and habit, not romance. Once you understand why dogs actually lick humans, you will never see that moment the same way again. It is common to believe that a dog licking you equals affection. That belief feels safe, but it misses something important. There is a real meaning here that most people never notice. You have seen this behavior your whole life, yet almost no one stops to question it. Dogs do not lick the same way with every person. Stay for what comes next, because this is only the surface, and that difference changes everything. Number 1. Myth. Licking equals kisses. Most people believe a dog lick is the same as a kiss. Warm, loving, personal. That belief feels natural, but it is not accurate. Dogs did not evolve licking as a romantic signal in dog psychology. Licking existed long before humans added meaning to it. The action comes from survival patterns, not affection stories. When we label it as love, we stop seeing what is really happening. The dog is not trying to express emotion the way a human would. It is performing a learned behavior with a purpose. That purpose can change by context, timing, and environment. Once this myth cracks, a quieter truth starts to show itself, and it prepares you to notice signals you have missed for years. Number 2. Puppyhood instincts that never leave. Picture a tiny puppy reaching upward with its tongue toward its mother, searching, waiting, needing. That motion was never about love. It was about food, safety, and survival. Puppies lick to trigger care, to request attention, and to calm the adult dog. The brain wires this action very early, before emotion becomes complex. As the puppy grows, the behavior stays, even when the meaning changes. Many adult dogs still lick during uncertainty, anticipation, or habit. Humans often inherit this behavior without realizing its origin. What feels personal to you may be ancient to them. Understanding this does not remove warmth. It replaces fantasy with clarity, and clarity builds a calmer bond. Number 3. How humans misunderstand licking behavior. We understand dog behavior through human emotions, and that's where the confusion begins. When a dog licks, we attribute intent, affection, and gratitude to it. But dogs don't assign meaning the way humans do. Their actions stem from biology, learning, and reaction patterns. Licking evokes emotions in us because touch evokes emotions in humans. For a dog, it's more like a reflex formed by the outcome. Attention follows the licking behavior, so the behavior is sustained. Sometimes calmness follows the licking behavior, so the behavior is repeated. Over time, we stop questioning it. This misunderstanding gives the impression of kindness, but it hinders understanding. Once you see this attribution going on, the behavior starts to look less personal and more informative. Number 4. When licking is a signal of stress, what if that gentle lick isn't a sign of comfort, but a quiet request for space? Dogs often lick when they feel pressure, confusion, or mild fear. It's a shifting behavior, something the body does when it doesn't know what else to do. The tongue moves to release tension, not emotion. Many dogs lick when hugged, in a noisy room, or when there is intense eye contact. Humans often perceive calmness while the dog senses conflict. This signal is very subtle, so it's often overlooked. Stress isn't always obvious. Sometimes it looks polite, gentle, and quiet. When you notice licking in moments of stress, that behavior changes meaning and your perception deepens. Number 5. Licking to read you and gather information. What if licking is less about feeling and more about reading? A dog's tongue is a sensing tool, not a love language. When your dog licks you, it is collecting information from your skin. Sweat carries scent, hormones, and chemical signals about your state. Stress, excitement, fear, and calm all leave traces. Dogs are built to read those traces quickly. Licking helps them check changes, confirm familiarity, and reduce uncertainty. This behavior is outward focused, aimed at understanding you, not expressing something inside them. Once you see licking as data gathering, the moment becomes clearer. Your dog is not being emotional, it is being attentive in its own way. Number 6. Licking bowl. Azul as self-soothing behavior. Sometimes licking has nothing to do with you at all. In many dogs, licking is a way to calm their own nervous system. Repetitive motion releases tension and lowers internal pressure. Dogs use this when the environment feels unstable, when energy is high, or when direction is unclear. You may notice it during waiting, conflict, or sudden changes. The behavior points inward, not outward. It is closer to a coping tool than a message. Humans often feel chosen in these moments, but the dog is regulating itself. Seeing this removes guilt and confusion. It allows you to support the dog instead of misreading the signal. Number 7. What does this behavior actually say about your relationship? So, if licking isn't love, what does it actually reveal about your bond? The meaning isn't the emotion, it's the relationship. The licking behavior shows how your dog experiences that moment with you. Is it seeking information, comfort, stability, or clarity? This behavior reflects need, not devotion. This shift is crucial because it changes the question you're asking. You stop asking if your dog loves you. You start asking what your dog needs right now. That single shift deepens trust more than any emotion. Understanding replaces guesswork, and in that understanding, the relationship becomes calmer, clearer, and more respectful from both sides. Now you have permission to read your dog with curiosity rather than assumptions. But curiosity opens wider doors when you explore how dogs perceive hidden layers around us. So, continue with the next video and discover surprising senses that often feel comforting. If you don't keep going, you could miss hopeful insights that make daily life gentler. If you enjoy this pace, subscribe, and stay connected for future moments. Comment with what you sense today. Thanks for listening, and see you again soon.